Hey, anybody out there? Whoops. Hi, anybody there? I'm just trying to get situated here, waiting for some people to jump on. Today we're going to personalize. Today we're going to personalize Lincoln. If you jump on, please let me know that you're here so I can say hello. I need to turn my camera down a little bit. That's better. Okay. So how are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. I'm excited to be here. As you go on, please jump on, say hello. Let me know who you are. Let me turn the volume down on this. Turn my comments on. Hopefully I'll see them. Noreen Schmidt, thank you so much for popping on here. I hope you're doing good today. How you doing? Leave a message in the comments. Let me know how you're doing. This is Lincoln. I've been working on for a couple days now, off and on, and been doing some stuff on Facebook Lives. Try to straighten him up a little. So today I've painted most of him. Yesterday we worked on the beard. The other day, that's all we did on Facebook Lives. We worked on the beard. Today I'm going to personalize. We're going to write America across there, across the brim of his hat. Paula, you're watching today. Thank you so much for joining me. How you doing? Comment in the comments. Let me know how you're doing while I get set up here. It's a beautiful day out there today. Such nice weather. I hope you're having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day. It's a little warm. We weren't ready for this weather. But, oh well. Good. I'm glad to see you're doing good. Good. How's the family? Is everybody staying safe, I hope? Yes, good. Glad to hear it. How's your mom doing? I haven't seen her for ages. I hope she's okay. I'm going to move my piece over here a little bit. This might take 2 coats. I can't take the warmth. I can't either. I'll tell you what. It happened too fast. We didn't have any spring. I was afraid that was going to happen. But anyway, so today we're going to put America. We are keeping her in the house. I don't blame you. I know I did see her the other day, or maybe it was today. I don't know. One day just kind of like runs into the other. And I thought I saw her out on the porch, and I was like, well, at least she's coming out to get some fresh air. So that's good. So I bet your grandkids are driving you guys nuts. All the kiddos. It's crazy. Crazy out there. So today, I'm going to paint Americana across the brim of this guy's hat. This is Lincoln, if you haven't met him yet. I always name my pieces. I always give them a name, and it gives them a little bit of personality that way. We can have little conversations while we work together. I know, it seems strange. Creators are strange people. What can I say? So, anyway. But But I'm just going to, I'm not good enough yet to be able to just get on here and just personalize with a brush. So I draw it on first. So I did that before we got on today. And now I'm just going to fill that in. I'm trying to get my tinfoil out of the way because it's creating quite a glare. There. So anyway, we're just going to kind of fill in the lines today. I'll do a little bit of talking about how we personalize, and when we're actually, I'm learning lettering. It's quite a challenge to learn what we're doing, how to do it, I should say, is what I'm saying. But anytime that you have a downward stroke on a letter, it's supposed to be much thicker. That's the calligraphy way of doing it. I have not been able to, like I said, I envy, I watch some people online and I'm trying to take lessons and instructions from, and they just look at a piece and they sit there and they totally letter it right in front of you in like 5 minutes. It's crazy. If I could ever dream to be that good, it would be amazing. But anyway, since this is the downward stroke of the A, so it's going to be much thicker. My tracing didn't show up real good, so we're taking it slowly here, a little bit at a time. So we're going to go straight down here. And where do we go with that? We go up. So I think it's supposed to be a beautiful weekend. I'm looking forward to that, but I'm not real happy with the temperature as high as it is. I'm kind of with Paula there. But I hope to get out and maybe do some yard work this weekend. You try to make your strokes as smooth as you can without shaking. I still shake. You do that by, I have my pinky finger on the piece and I try to use that to guide myself. But it is a learning experience, like I said. Now we got to figure out where this M is going. I have it on here. Let me see if I'm having trouble seeing it. So I think I'll go over here. Let me just get the outline of this and then I'll put it back down. At least I got the camera going the right way today, because most of the time when you do lettering, it comes on your camera backwards. So I fooled with that for a while to make sure I could get it in the right direction. I'm having a little bit of trouble with this M. Just bear with me a minute. Oops, I don't think that's right. Okay, hang on. So I made a mistake. So what you do then is you just go back in with a wet brush and you can totally remove that. Remember, painting can always be fixed. Either paint over it or do away with it. Take a sponge, take a brush. Mistakes can always be fixed. I think this part of the M over here is a little bit too far over. So I'm going to remove that. See if we can fix that. So, okay, so anyway. So fill this in. This is, once again, this is a downward stroke. So we're going to make that a little bit. This is the M that we're working on here. We're going to make that a little bit thicker. And then this is a downward stroke over here. So you kind of get the gist and the rough draft of it, and then you can go back in with your brush and clean it up. I think I made a mistake. Okay, so we'll go around here up to the E. Yeah. So this guy shouldn't be here. So see how I just take a wet brush and you go right back in there and you can take all of that away. Just keep working with it and it brushes away until it dries. Once it dries, it's a little harder, then you got to paint over it. But at this point, it's still wet enough that I'm able to go back in and fix that. Oops. Am I still in the picture there? Yeah, I am. Okay, good. Just go here, straighten this out. All right. So next, let's see. Straighten this up here to come down. Fill this in a little thicker. It's a little washed out looking. Once it dries, you can go back in with a second coat also. And clean it up, fix it. Lettering is not my thing. I am trying desperately to learn, but it is really hard. They say that people really love when you can personalize. So I'm trying to learn. As you come on, I see a few more of you jumped on. Let me know who's here, because I'm not seeing comments the whole time. Say hi so I can welcome you. Whoops. Comments, where are you? I'm trying to get my comments on and it's not working. There they are. Okay. Except to swing on the swing. Yeah, Mom loved to go over and swing on the swing with your mom, Paula. That was your mom. She always said that. She says, I miss Marge so much because we used to swing on the swing, and she misses that. So I don't blame you though. Keep her in. She doesn't get sick. And for whoever just jumped on, personalizing Lincoln here. This is Lincoln, my patriotic gnome. Not the greatest here with trying to, trying to do lettering. I'm trying to learn. It's a very steep learning experience for me, to say the least. Not liking how this is going. Okay, let's see what we need to do. We're going to have to go back and fix this M because I'm not happy with it. But we'll keep going and I'll figure out what I got to fix here. I'm going to take this little guy out here and see how I can adapt this. I really need to practice my lettering. You get, I got some pre-printed templates that I just go back on and trace and go over. And like I said, I'm really envious of these people that can just get on and just letter. They're so good. It's amazing. Well, let's go on to the E. Go up here to this guy. Even though I have it traced on here, I'm not happy with that M, but we'll fix it later. So let's go back in here. Okay, so we got the E. So your downstroke, once again, like I told you, is heavier. So we're going to fill that in a little better. So is anybody planning on trying to go anywhere for Memorial Day weekend? Or yeah, that's what's coming up, Memorial Day. I'm losing track of time. I don't know. I got up the other day and it was Wednesday, and I kept telling everybody it was Thursday. It was horrible. I just don't know what day is what anymore. Anybody gonna try to go anywhere? Safe distance, social distancing, 6 foot away. We have a trailer down the shore, and they just opened the park up, but we're not gonna go down yet. We're gonna wait a while. The pool's not open. They're just opening the beaches, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Okay, now we're going to go on to the R. This is going to go straight up here and around. And then down. You pretty much want to try to get an idea, kind of lay it out to where you want your letter to go. Then rough it in, and then you can go back in and fill it in. Once again, the downward strokes are the heavier strokes, so you fill that in a little more. Go over here. This is downward, so we're going to fill that in. This M is really bothering me, so I'm going to go back in here. We're going to take that out while it's still wet and I can remove it. We'll go back to that. Okay. I'm going back in with a wet brush to try to move that paint so that there we go. And let that dry before we go back, and we'll go back and fix that. Okay, so we'll go back to our R now. I worked on shading him earlier today. I did the flag yesterday after my live with you guys yesterday. I went in and did the flag. And need to add some water to the paint. It should be little bit thinner, just so it flows off of my brush. In my whole lifetime of painting, nothing has scared me more than lettering, but it's something that I've got to learn to do. And I'm going to go back down here and make this more solid. Sometimes the wood, the roughness of the wood really gives me trouble too. Make sure your line not so straight, doesn't look as good as it should. There we go. Straighten that out. Makes it look a little better. See, you just go back in with water and you just kind of fix what's not right. Wash your mistakes away. Barb, hi, how you doing today? I'm trying to do some lettering and I'm not doing a real good job of it, but we're trying. I'm trying to learn. Hope you're having a good day. Is it warm enough for you? It's pretty warm here. It's supposed to be in the 80s. Oh, thank you, Barb. I appreciate that. I don't know. Sometimes we always second guess ourselves, and we always don't think we do good enough. But thank you. I appreciate that coming from you. You do beautiful work, what I've seen on your page. Thank you. I think you're in Terry's group, aren't you? I'm in Terry's group, and she makes it look so easy to letter. I can't letter worth a darn. But I think you're in there. I messed my M up horribly, so I got to go back and fix that. So let me get, okay, ER, we're doing the I now. Hi, Sandra, how are you? I'm glad you stopped by. Thank you. I'm trying to letter today. It's not working out the greatest. But I'm trying. I got to learn. You know, the personalization's everything, so it's something we've got to learn to do, whether we're comfortable with it or not. I'm going out of my comfort zone today, guys. Totally getting out of the comfort zone. What's everybody up to today? Taking a break from laundry and sewing. Oh, you and your masks. Those last, I saw the post you put up recently. The pattern was so cute on them. I loved it. God bless you. This woman's made over 400 masks. Unbelievable. I thank you so much for your services and what you're doing for our country. That's wonderful. Laundry, that's another story. There's always laundry to do. Oh, I'm trying, Sandy. Thanks. I messed up the M really bad. Over here, it's horrible. I messed it up, so I got to go back and fix it. I am trying to learn. It's tough. I was telling before you hopped on here, I was telling them I've been painting for 30, 40 years now, and lettering's always been my downfall. It's something that I just can't do, hate doing, and never took the time to really learn. So I wish I could. I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. It just takes so much practice. But they say when you're going on a downstroke that it should be thicker, so that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so I got to go back and do the M-E-R-I. Okay, I traced it. I cheated. I traced it on here, but I'm having trouble seeing my lines. So see, it's going to go around here. So, once again, my paint's a little too thick. I got the picture over here on my computer of what I'm trying to do, and not getting it done totally right, but it's working. If you guys can still see. There we go. I think that's a little better. I keep losing comments here. Comments off, comments on. Oh well. Okay, so just going to say America across here. If I get better at lettering, I'll be able to put people's name on if they want that. I got to get a lot better though. Okay, so we got the A to go, and then go back and try to figure out what to do with the M. I don't know what we're going to do with that. I'm trying to see you guys' comments, and I can't see it. It's not working. Okay. There they are. All right. Okay. So here's my A. I can see that line. Thank goodness. This wood is really, really rough. It was not a great piece of plywood. I've been having a lot of trouble with lines, and you hit a little divot in it and it just messes it up really bad. So it's very challenging when the wood's not the best. I've heard other people complaining about how bad the wood is right now. I guess it's because maybe they're not getting their shipments like they should be. I don't know. But I just buy regular plywood and for these items because they're rustic, and it looks better when it's rustic. So you hit one of those little divots from the grain and off it goes. It's a mess. Okay. You say to hold the downward stroke, but then if you're going upward, which is what we're going to be doing with this little part of this A, that should not be so thick. So you go down and just have that. That's about like what it should be. I'm getting it. So we got it. My paint is, the blue's showing through. And as I'm painting over that, it's lifting up the bottom coat, so I got to leave that dry. Okay. So let's go back here and figure out this M and see what we need to do with it, because that was a disaster. And I don't know that I really like the pattern that I'm looking at. So we got this part coming down. So that, and then we're gonna have this part up here. Let's see. Oh boy. Hook that into that A, and then we're going to go up here to this guy, and then we're going to make this our downward, and then make this go here. Okay, I think I got it, guys. Mix some water in here. Like I said, paint's very forgiving. You either paint over it, or you remove it with a sponge, or you remove it with a wet paper towel or a wet brush, and then you can fix it. Oh, thanks, Paula. I really appreciate the compliment. I try hard. Okay, so the downward stroke. So when you're writing, it's hard. You have to think about when you're writing and you're going upward here when you're doing writing. So you're going up, that's going to be the thinner stroke. Then come over here, now you're going down, so this is your thicker stroke, or broader stroke, I guess. I don't know what the right terminology is. So this is the one that I'm going to make thick. So that goes down like so. We'll go back and clean that up in a minute. Now this is going to be my thicker. Then you from there, okay, think when you're writing, you go like this and you go down. Now you're going upward. I hope you can see this while I'm doing it. When you're going up, this is going to be the thin stroke. Then you're going to come down here with your thick stroke. That looks better. Okay. Did mess up there. So let's go back in here. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back in here and try to clean it up a little bit. And fill in anywhere that's kind of thin. Then you do go back in and highlight your letters, but it's got to be good and dry before I do that. So I'm not going to be able to do that here with you guys. And I've got a shade where you have white on white, like up here where the A is, and there's white on white. I'm going to shade around that so that it stands out more. I wasn't real sure where I wanted to put the lettering, but I liked it this way. So it's so much fun when you're painting something. And granted, this is a pattern from one of my teachers, and you know, I some of it I've made it my own. I always try to make patterns my own somehow. I always try to put some of me into it and make it what I want it to be. I don't copy exactly, or I don't always try to use exactly the same pattern that person designed. Hopefully someday I'll be able to design my own too. But I wasn't real sure how or where to go with it. I've been thinking about it for a while. But it's so much fun to create something and just make it your own. I love it. I just really love it. I wanted to go to art school when I was young, and I didn't do it. Back then, you couldn't make living doing art unless you were really, really good, and I wasn't good enough. I did major in high school in art, but also my dad wasn't real happy about me going into art, but he said he would help me if I wanted to, but I decided not to. And I just pursued it as a second career, as a hobby basically, or an enjoyment is how I did. And it's been okay up until now, but now I want to take it to another level. So that's what I'm trying to do. It's a little bit late in life, but it's like everybody that I talk to, everybody I talk to and I follow said it's never too late. Never ever too late. So hopefully I can retire from the school soon and do this full time, and then and really enjoy it and be able to share with people what I love, and hopefully maybe teach them a little bit also, because it is so inspiring to paint. So in any kind of art, Mom and I did ceramics years ago. It's therapy. During this COVID virus, it's been a lifesaver for me, for a lot of people that I know. Wayne goes to work every day because he's an essential worker, and I'm here by myself because I'm out of school. I do what I need to for school, but then what do you do with your life, you know? And a lot of rain during the spring, so I went online and tried to learn, talk to people. It's you meet the nicest, greatest people in the art field. I met Sandy in Carol Craig's class, I think it was, right? I think, Sandy, if you're still there, are you still on? Somebody left. So but you meet the nicest people. So I'm much happier with that M now. So it's going to need touched up in a few places. Some places where the colors are coming through, but I basically have to leave it dry now because it's pulling the color up when I'm going in to put my second coat on. So anyway, Lincoln's got America across him. He's almost done. So I think I'm going to stop for now until this dries a little bit. And get off of here for now. I got a little bit more shading to do. Highlighting to do. But I'm going to show you, I think that'll work if I hold it that way. And you'll be able to see the whole piece. Yes, that works. Cool. Okay. So anyway, guys, this is Lincoln, my Americana gnome. I have some more shading to do. I'm going to, and then I have some shading to do, some highlighting, and then I can call him done. Okay. So he will, he's a door hanger. He's actually cut out of 3/8" plywood. And he'll be on my site when he's finished. And we'll be moving onward to bigger and better things. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for your support. Whoever's still on here, I'm not real sure. I'm here. Paula, awesome. You are the best. You are really supportive. Thank you so much. I appreciate you sticking it out with me here. We got to get you painting. Got to get you doing some of this stuff. Get your grandkids painting. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, thank you so much for sticking it out with me. I'm going to let this guy dry a little bit and finish up. And thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay in. I guess the governor was on a little bit ago, and he stated that we would still be in lockdown here in Pennsylvania for longer, a little longer, keeping everybody safe. Oh, Janet, you just came on. Thank you so much for stopping by. I was just ready to sign off, but I'll stay in, and somebody else is on here too. You guys are the best, honestly. Today we personalized Lincoln. As I was telling the girls that were here earlier, lettering is not my forte. I'm not real happy about lettering. I don't like to do lettering, but I'm trying to learn. While I'm talking to you, I'll try putting a second coat on this, the white. Totally messed up the M in the very beginning. So we redid that part. Like I said, you can, when you paint, I hope this is, yeah. When you paint, it's very forgiving, and if you don't like something, you can just go back and either take it off, paint over it when it dries, whatever you need to do. This M was a disaster, so I redid that after I took it off. I don't like to letter, but I know that people love things personalized, so I'm very much trying to learn. It takes a lot of practice. I'm getting there, but basically the way I've been taught is your downward strikes, like the downward stroke of this M, is what should be thicker. See, I'm bringing the paint up by putting the second coat on. So any of your downward strokes have to be thicker. So anyway, this is way too wet. I think the humidity is going to affect it too. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get off now. So, as I was saying, stay safe, stay healthy, stay in, and remember, you guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate your support. I appreciate everybody that stopped in to say hello, and you're awesome. Have a crafty day, everybody. Bye-bye.